Hello. I hope your day was good. If it's not, then there's still a few hours left to the night and you can still make it better. There's still enough time for it to be maybe an okay day. I don't know. You ever have that? Like it's a terrible day and you have just, I don't know, you're just a little out and about, hanging out and something happens and you're like, yay, this wasn't that bad, but so far that hasn't been happening. Well, no, more like my night turns around, like my bad day turns around at the very end. That what is that? That's like you divide your day in quarters. What do I divide my day in? Uh, I divide my day in eighths almost. Like especially if I wake up so early in the morning. I like my morning has four phases, I guess, because I'm theoretically up at like 5, which is, the other day I really needed sleep, so I slept past. Like I didn't go to yoga or I didn't do anything in the morning. I just slept through. Like I woke up at 6:30 because I normally do. I'm normally at class at 6, and then it hit me. Yo, people who go exercise at 6 in the morning, we're like a different breed of insane and crazy and devoted to like the sunrise and being one with the earth's circadian rhythms. Like that, if you get up that early and do something, yo, like kudos to you. Like we gotta celebrate ourselves because that's hard. I didn't even just like one day of sleeping in, I realized like what? Like girl, you're nuts. Like what? But I kind of have to. Um, I feel like I kind of have to repeat myself because I don't know, like I don't know what video people, like how people are following me. But if you're going to therapy and you don't want to take any medication, your therapist is basically going to put you in a bunch of protocols, and a lot of it is exercise to exhaust your body, um, meditation, and a lot of breath work. And it's gonna sound like it's nonsense at first, but it's and some like I don't want to call it avoiding. I call it planning, like just or managing your expectations and visualizing the whole day, especially if it's kind of, I don't want to say dangerous. There was a time in my life that I couldn't handle going into the city, like New York City. If I had to do something, I would just be like, I would get overwhelmed or something. But now it's crazy. Now I'm the person explaining to people how to get through and just taking them to places, which is a wild thought because before I was just so, I don't want to say consumed, but I was really pulled by just it's so sometimes I see people visit New York City like they think I grew up there. I'm in Jersey. I live in like northern Jersey right now. Um they visit the city like they have, I hate these blogs because they show the city and they think it's fun. Like it is fun, but they don't realize how insane it is. If that makes any sense, it's. I think there's. Hold on, let me look this up. What is like the pop? What is it? It's like 8 million or something. Yeah, there's like about 8.5 million people just in New York City, and that's like population. Let's go like something like, I don't know. Yeah, the population of Montana is like 1.14. And what's crazy is that it's Wyoming is like 580. Idaho is like 2 million. South Dakota is 900,000. So yeah, the idea of like there's 8 point like about 8 million people in New York City, and it's like this little island. Isn't it's crazy? It's this little small like it's very frustrating because sometimes I'm ordering like I'm looking something up and I want to order food. And you could be in like within like 15 minutes away. That's all you like, oh, just go across the bridge. I'm like, I don't want to go across the bridge. Like I'm here. I want to eat something here. Like, but because we're so close, it sounds like it's not a big deal. Like you just cross over the bridge. I'm like, no, like just don't do that casually. Like that's a whole fight and like a like people take the ferry or the tunnel or they go over the bridge and like you're just kind of fighting all of humanity just for like I don't know for Japanese pancakes which like now it's across the river like now it's here in Jersey like now I thought I stabbed myself because like my knife is that's not very safe of me. Oh my god. Yeah, this is my seal pup knife. I think I showed you this like in another video, but it's a very good starter outdoors knife. I really recommend something. I gotta get it. No, I'm not gonna get it out. Like so there's some knives that are kind of bigger for like you can kind of it would suck, but you could kind of like chop some branches with this. Like it's not ideal. It would take a lot. You would exert a lot of energy. You kind of don't want to do that. You don't want to exert too much energy, depending on your situation. But oh my god, that's like a whole other episode. It's called Alexander Goes to Survival School. I know you're like, what? What? I went to this Native American Apache school, Apache tracker school. And it's wild, guess where it is? Because I'm saying if you know Apaches, you're thinking like, oh, that's somewhere like Mesoamerica. No, it's in Jersey. It's in like South Jersey. I know, it's a wild. Is it a wild story? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interest. I guess people don't expect it because like you're thinking like, oh, she's a city girl. I need to tell you all these like city girl jokes. I really, I really do say like the funniest things. Like I do. Like especially the people who are like outdoorsy or if you're from somewhere rural. Like I really do say some really okay, just really quickly. So okay, this is embarrassing, but there's not a lot of like outdoor places or there are parks in New York City, but there's not a lot, if that makes any sense. Like I remember growing up playing in the playground a lot, and the only dirt you had was just like the trees by like the bushes. Like that was it. Like that was like the or going to Central Park or Fashini or Prospect in Brooklyn. But that was it. Like there you didn't really get a lot of and it's not even like a rich kind of nature, you know? It's not like we're in Vermont or anything where oh my god, my brother has like my brother the way he describes Vermont is so funny. I forgot how he said it. He says like you can just breathe, like it's for free. You can breathe. It's not like exhaust. And going back to like people visiting New York City, they don't realize how much smog there is. They have this idea there that they're gonna go there by the summer and it's cute. And I've had someone tell me once that they didn't understand in Pokemon why smog was an attack, and they didn't realize it until they went to New York City and they realized it's like hot exhaust. It just coming, and you're breathing that constantly, and 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 it's not good, especially if you're used to. I don't know. I should do like a blog of New York City, but like just show you just the trash, just all the rats, like the size of these rats are the size of like little cats. Like they really are. I'm not joking. And we're so desensitized to it at this point. We're just like, yeah. I remember in Central Park, like I was just chilling. I was just having a moment. And I see all the like a rat family and we're just having a fun time. And I realized, damn, they're out in the daylight. They're just out and about. But yeah, I don't even know what this is about anymore, but anyway, I was gonna talk about something more serious, but it's okay. Maybe like another. I've said too many strange things. I've said too many Alessandrisms. Even just me going, the idea of survival school is just, it's just like, you're like, girl, what? Like, and it's funny that I'm telling you this because it comes up in the funniest ways too. Like sometimes people look at the stuff in my car and people are like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's in case I need to make a shelter." And they're like, "Girl, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, what if the car goes into the ravine and I have to like make sure everyone's alive?" They're like, "Don't worry. Like I got you." And I love survive. My favorite thing to do while I'm high is watching survival shows. It's like the best because you get to see like a little nature and you get to kind of judge people in the comfort of your own couch. You're like, that's not how that's built. It's funnier if you're with military people because like they kind of like know. It's so funny. They're like, why is he building it like that? But they're not all. Oh my god! You know what was wild? So the school I have gone to, it's I've been told that there's more outdoor experience there. You learn more bushcraft than what they teach you in the army. I guess in the army it's just SEER training, like they just waterboard you, and I'm like, okay. Like my brother kind of, because I was teaching my brother some stuff, and he told me that in some ways, like I know more things than he does, which is like crazy. I hope that's just the window. Okay, it's just the window. That really scared me. And I need to tell you about the time someone tried to break into my apartment, and that was literally last year. And that led into a bunch of decisions being made, and it was scary. And I guess I don't want to get into it because it kind of involves my ex, and I kind of don't want to talk about him because that was like whatever years. Not, it wasn't even whatever years. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I just screw that guy. You know, like it's not even worth a breath of just mentioning someone like that. You know, some. Ugh. But anyway, but that's like a whole other story about getting broken into. Like, they didn't reach upstairs, but it still was. I thought it was him. Like, I thought he was coming in, and it was crazy. Like, someone was breaking in, and I thought it was him. So I called, and I was thinking, like, hey, do you just suck at opening the door? And he says, that's not me. Oh my god. Oh god. It was really bad. And like the whole, I don't want to get into it because I'm like scaring myself again, but I went to the police station and whatever. I had to make a report and like the whole break-in and everything. And what's scary about it was that all the potted plants were turned over. So they were looking for a key, which is crazy. And like, and it was nuts because then I was feeling vulnerable, and I kind of decide like I asked them to move in, and that's just how all the insanity started. And what's crazy is that I'm in hindsight, like thinking about the police and thinking about like the my brother, and because my brother did not like him basically. And with certain reasons, but now I'm wondering, was it even a real rob? Like, was it even a real burglary? Like that's like what. I don't want to think like that, but that's been like the last year or so. Anytime I have a wild thought like that's out of there, I'll think and I'll think it's crazy, but you know what's been wild? A lot of these crazy thoughts I have been true. And I've been being gaslit into thinking like I'm paranoid or I'm crazy. And it's true. And it's crazy. And there are a lot of crazy things. that I've been through that I thought, there's no way, like, someone would allow that to happen to me. And I'm realizing, no, some people are just assholes. Some people are just after you. Some people just look at you and they see numbers above your head. And we need to be more vigilant about that. And it's not just like, I know men are upset because like they're like, women are scammers, whatever. I was like, okay, like I got in a situation too. It's not just you guys too, or like it's it's women get into situations like that too. And I'm not saying all of it was like a scam. Like, of course I love this person, but a lot of it is like I'm still trying to digest it all. That like, what was that? You know? And there were moments, I swear, my therapist and the people, my friends around me, wanted me to stay because, like, it was just crazy. Like, all these things and the crazy things I was saying. Like, really, like, I never want to get like this, but when I mean, like, it just comes out. Like, I'm very generous. Like, I'm almost too generous. I'm very generous and I'm very forgiving. But there's some point that it's like, all right, you're just taking advantage of me at this point. Like like I'm just an idiot. Not I don't want to say it like that, but there really are some people who look at you like a mark. You know, they really do. They see you for not even just financially. It could just be like star power. It could be if I'm seen next to this person, people will respect me. People will wonder about me. Yeah, like my family will, like your family's gonna respect you more. Your colleagues will respect you more, and it's weird because I think I'm like a potato, you know. I think I'm just me, you know. Like I think I'm just little old me, but then other people just see there's like an agenda and I what is it? It's like beautiful people don't realize they're beautiful. Like other people do. Like if that makes any sense. Like we're so used to seeing ourselves every day that you're just like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, like you're like, I guess I'm pretty cool. What is this? Okay. You're like, I guess I'm pretty cool, you know. But some people might see like the greatest thing ever, but you're like, okay, I'm like not that bad. Like, no, not that bad. But you're you. You see yourself every day. You don't realize how beautiful you are, but you just you know, and with that, you need to there must be discernment. You have to protect yourself because there are people who just don't care about you. Like they will they will sink their teeth in you. They really will. They really will. They don't care. They will sink their teeth in you and they just and and you know, you love them or you think you do, you know, and this okay, I'm gonna put a timer to this because I don't wanna go on for it too much, but it sucks because you think you love them or they're manipulating you. Like, you know what's a really fucked up person when there's like a chemical manipulation. Like they're training you like a rat almost. And it's and you know what's a clue how you know? When you look at their pictures and you don't even there's no you th- and then like after like a few weeks after you've been away from them, there's no reaction. Like you don't like when you're in it and you see them, you go like, "Oh my god, I miss them." But like after some time, like a good 2 or 3 weeks, you look at pictures of your past, you don't even miss them. You don't even because now you're gone from that chemical loop, from like that dopamine cycle that they're giving you. Like they're just you're just like looking at these pictures and you're like, I could care less. Like this, and it's crazy. People they can like hypnotize you like this almost, and it took so much effort to get out of this. Like it took a lot of resources, and it's crazy. because these people, they think they see the power you have. And again, you think you're just a little old bee. And their lives are their lives are so much better. Heat advisory. No. Oh. Their lives are so much better with you around them. Like, you provide them so much joy and value. And by default, you're just so used to this because you're just like, oh, this is just whatever. Like, I guess you can use my PS5, or like whatever. You don't think of it much, but it's just crazy. Like, people will really do anything to survive. They really will. Like, it's crazy. Like, they will suck the blood out of you. And they will not care if all you're left is like a husk, because because then their life is getting better, and they see that from, not a lot of people naturally. I don't know what it is. If I'm around people temporarily, there's like a field advantage. I don't even know what it, like, I'm a card in the field, and everyone, whatever ability I have, like, I share it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, if I'm going crazy and I'm journaling, people see me, they're thinking, like, what is she writing? It's so intense. She has the intent, like, she's writing a manifesto. Like, I get really into, like, what I'm writing, and it looks crazy. I don't care, whatever, just leave me alone. And I notice people like being around me. They like being around me because they think, like, oh my god, she's focusing so much. So they'll try to they'll try to be like, I want to tap into this, and they'll start focusing. And then people will see, like, oh, all those three or four people in that little area, they're like, really, they're in some kind of flow state. And then it creates this whole resonance, and it's really cool. And I don't mind it when it's like that. It is really cool. But I've learned to just sometimes, like, sometimes people are really desperate. Not just romantic. Sometimes not. Sometimes it's friendship, and sometimes, like, I become better with boundaries, because you don't want it to get to the point where it's toxic and you really need to hard cut them off or end a friendship. Because even women, like, girls, are like this. Like, I had a few friendships I had to end. And it's sad because in the end they'll say, like, I miss you so much, like, you're such an influence, and I'm just like, yo, girl, like, that was, you've had enough. Like, you've had enough. Like, that's it. Like, I'm cutting you off. Like, that's like, you don't make me look stupid. Like, I'm generous, I'm very kind, but I will cut you off. Like, no. I'm not tolerating disrespect like that. It's there's like different modes of me. There's a part of me that's very, I am kind, but you also need to build up a wall, because there's a lot of nastiness out there. There's a lot of nastiness out there. There really is. Like, I don't want to make it sound like everyone in the world is after me. There are good people. There are a lot of good people, but there are a lot of people out there that are after blood. They really are. And you know what's so funny? I was struggling to think of a topic, and it's clearly like almost 20 minutes. Okay, I will stop. But you have a good night, or good morning, or whenever you're watching this. Have a good time. Love you. I'll see you soon.